You make progress. You start to feel the shift. Then, almost like clockwork, it feels like you're back at square one. Have you noticed this? 1 week, you're magnetic. The next, you feel blocked, uncertain, disconnected. This is no accident. It's your mind's hidden saboteur at work. And until you learn to spot this pattern, you'll stay trapped in the loop, no matter how many manifestation techniques you practice. Here's what's happening under the surface. Your nervous system is programmed for energetic safety, not abundance. The moment your reality starts shifting faster than your identity, your subconscious triggers internal alarms. Danger, unknown territory, reset to the familiar. That's why sudden opportunities feel overwhelming. Why new income can trigger self-sabotage. Why things almost happen, then fade away. This is not a flaw in the law of attraction. It's a glitch in your psychological ownership loop. You're trying to manifest results without reinforcing the identity that can hold those results. And when your inner identity and outer reality don't match, your subconscious pulls you back to the old baseline. To break this cycle, you first need to see it clearly. That's where pattern recognition becomes your superpower. Ask yourself now, where in my life have I made progress, only to sabotage or lose it soon after? This is not to shame yourself. It's to expose the automated program, so you can rewrite it. In this episode, you'll learn how to spot the saboteur in real time and replace it with a signal of stability, worthiness, and magnetic flow. Let's begin. Now that you understand your subconscious is wired for safety first, not abundance first, let's reveal the 3 most common hidden triggers that cause this silent reset and why you likely didn't even see them happening. 1. Sudden success without identity expansion. When something you desire starts showing up, money, love, opportunity, your mind asks, is this safe to keep? If you haven't reinforced the identity of someone who easily holds that experience, your system will interpret it as a threat. It will sabotage subtly. You'll forget key actions. You'll delay responses. You'll unconsciously push away people or deals. Pattern recognition trigger. Notice how many times in the past you messed things up right after they started going well. 2. Emotional overwhelm from rapid change. Manifestation brings more than results. It brings change. New opportunities create new demands. New relationships bring new dynamics. If your emotional system isn't regulated, this new energy feels overwhelming. Your mind chooses the devil it knows. Reset to the old baseline. This is why managing cognitive load is key. Without it, you'll burn out and unconsciously repel the new reality you created. Ask yourself, where do I tend to feel drained or anxious when life expands? That's a signal your system is prepping for a reset. 3. Old identity attachments still running. Even if you consciously desire more, part of you may still be loyal to the old story. People like me don't get rich. Love always fades for me. I'm not one of those lucky ones. These identity attachments feel familiar and emotionally safe. And when your outer reality contradicts them, you experience strategic tension. Your subconscious feels pressure to resolve the inconsistency by sabotaging your progress. The only sustainable solution is not to push harder. It's to update the internal identity, so your system sees holding abundance as safe and normal. In the next section, I'll show you exactly how to do that, so your mind stops resetting your progress and starts stabilizing your new reality. Now you see how your mind resets progress when your identity hasn't caught up. Let's flip the script. It's time to train your system to normalize abundance, so you stop chasing, stop sabotaging, and start holding what you've already created. Here's the core truth. You cannot permanently manifest beyond the level of identity your nervous system is comfortable with. So, instead of forcing abundance, we will now train your subconscious to expect it. To do this, we use 3 psychological tools. 1. Identity reinforcement through repetition. The brain learns through pattern recognition. It's not enough to visualize abundance once or twice. You must repeatedly experience it internally, so it feels safe and familiar. Use a simple daily phrase. It is safe for me to receive and hold. Insert your desire. Say it slowly. Feel it in your body. Repeat until the nervous system relaxes as you say it, not contracts. 2. Cognitive load management through micro steps. Don't try to quantum leap your entire life overnight. That creates emotional overwhelm, subconscious resets. Instead, chunk big shifts into small, digestible upgrades your system can process. Instead of, I'm going to be a millionaire, focus first on normalizing the energy of an extra $100 or $1,000. Instead of finding my soulmate, focus first on normalizing connection, joy, and worthiness. This progressive build trains your mind to expand capacity slowly. No more shocks to the system. 3. Strategic tension. Plus, identity ownership. Use strategic tension intentionally. Visualize the life you are moving into. Feel the tension between who you were and who you are becoming, not as a problem, but as a sign of growth. Then shift it to ownership. This is who I am now. The gap is closing. I walk in it already. This intentional use of tension turns self-sabotage into fuel. You're teaching your system that expanding identity is exciting, not dangerous. When practiced daily, this rewiring flips the entire dynamic. Your subconscious stops resetting progress and starts stabilizing success as your new normal. In the next section, we'll go even deeper, and I'll give you the daily magnetic mind sequence to lock this in. You now understand why your mind resets progress, and how identity must evolve to match your manifestations. Now it's time to build your daily magnetic mind sequence. A simple, repeatable routine that programs abundance into your nervous system as your baseline, not an occasional peak. Remember, repetition, recognition, reinforcement, reality. Let's break it down. Step 1. Morning pattern recognition trigger, 1 minute. Every morning, ask, what part of my reality today already reflects the abundance I desire? Your mind is wired to spot familiar patterns. By starting the day with this question, you force it to recognize abundance first, not lack. Even if it's small, a paid bill, a smile, a moment of peace, find it. This builds the pattern of, I am someone who receives. Step 2. Identity reinforcement loop, 3 minutes. Close your eyes and repeat this sentence, or a version that resonates. It is natural and safe for me to hold and expand abundance. Now, visualize yourself already living that reality. Feel it, see it, hear it. Anchor this visualization with breath. Inhale expansion, exhale gratitude. This triggers identity reinforcement. Your nervous system begins to see abundance as mine instead of someday. Step 3. Strategic tension and cognitive load check, 2 minutes. Bring awareness to the growth edge. What part of my next level life currently feels a stretch? Name it. Feel the tension without resistance. Now ask, what is one micro action I can take today to close this gap with ease? This prevents overwhelm and promotes cognitive load management. You're not forcing quantum leaps, you're integrating shifts sustainably. Step 4. Ownership declaration, 1 minute. Finally, speak this aloud with conviction. I choose to own my progress. I choose to hold abundance. My life stabilizes at this new frequency now. Speaking it locks in psychological ownership, turning hope into embodied expectation. Do this magnetic mind sequence daily, and your subconscious will stop resetting to scarcity. Instead, it will build new recognition patterns. Abundance is familiar. Receiving is safe. Progress is stable. Next, I'll show you how to track this transformation, so you can see with clarity that your identity is evolving. Now you have the daily magnetic mind sequence to lock in abundance as your new baseline. But how do you know it's working? How do you spot the shift from old self-sabotage to true identity evolution? Here's the truth. The biggest breakthroughs often show up subtly, not in fireworks, but in small, stable signals of progress. To track this shift, you must watch for psychological ownership markers, not just external results. Let's go through the 5 core indicators that reveal you're no longer resetting your progress unconsciously. 1. Neutral emotional response to abundance. In the old cycle, sudden money, opportunity, or love would trigger nervous excitement, quickly followed by fear, guilt, or self-doubt. Now, you begin to feel calm and neutral when abundance shows up. This means your system is normalizing the new frequency instead of fighting it. Pattern recognition trigger. Notice moments when something good happens and you respond with, "Of course, this is who I am now." 2. Reduced compulsive action. Before, you may have hustled harder the moment things improved, unconsciously trying to deserve the gain or protect it. As ownership grows, you shift into strategic, relaxed action, no longer running on subconscious panic. Watch for moments where you allow space to receive, instead of trying to control every variable. 3. Less identity conflict. The old self might whisper, "This isn't you. You don't deserve this. This won't last." When rewiring takes hold, those voices quiet down or stop altogether. You begin to inhabit the new identity naturally, without mental negotiation. 4. Attraction of aligned opportunities. One of the clearest markers of stability, life starts sending you opportunities that match your expanded identity. You meet new connections. Money flows with less friction. Synchronicities increase. These are not magic. They are the result of your retuned signal broadcasting consistently. 5. Gratitude without fear. Finally, you begin to feel deep gratitude, without the underlying fear of losing what you have. This is the ultimate marker of true ownership. You can love your life today while allowing it to expand tomorrow, without grasping or shrinking. If you see even 1 or 2 of these shifts appearing, celebrate. You're evolving. And the more you reinforce the magnetic mind sequence, the more your identity stabilizes at this new level. You stop living in cycles of progress, sabotage, reset. You begin living in a new signal of consistent growth. Remember, you are not here to temporarily touch abundance. You are here to become the frequency that sustains it. And now, you're doing exactly that. If you recognized even one hidden saboteur in today's episode, celebrate it. You're seeing what 99% of people never do, and awareness is the first step to true transformation. Remember, you were never lacking the ability to manifest. You were running an old identity that your subconscious thought was safer than your desires. But today, you began to break that cycle. Now, it's time to take the next leap. Because in episode 5, we'll dive deep into magnetic emotion, how to amplify the energy that attracts without effort. This is the missing link that turns your manifestations from occasional wins into a permanent state of flow. So if you're ready to lock this in, don't miss what's coming next. Subscribe now, hit the bell, comment below. I am ready to hold my abundance. When you claim it, the shift begins. See you in the next episode.